Who's wrong? The doggies walking past. Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Mesa, Arizona. It's a beautiful, gorgeous day. It is Winning Wednesday. Welcome to the super fantastic, sparkling start on a Winning Wednesday. Yes, it is going to be a day of greatness today. All sorts of amazing things are going to happen. How do I know this? Because I am going to create my own wonderfulness. Today is Winning Wednesday. It is all about celebrating your wins for the week. What personal wins have you had this week? Have you had goals that you have met? Have you had dreams that have been realized? Have you bought yourself a new house that bought yourself your dream house? Have you got yourself your dream car? What are your personal wins this week? What are your wins in business? Have you got a new contract? Did you get new clients this week? Let us know in the comments below, because I love celebrating the wins. And yes, I know there's a big major win that we're all waiting to hear on what's going to happen. But you know what? That's out there. That's not in my immediate circle. So I'm not worried about that. And some people will have a lot to say about that, and I really don't care. To be honest, it is what it is. It is going to happen how it happens, and it is all supposed. And everything happens for a reason. That is my belief. And I know that anything that happens today, any results that come in today, are going to be what they are supposed to be. And no matter what, you've got to find a way to accept it and get past it. And there are some people who have taken it, are going to probably take it to the nth degree and get very upset and all of that. But hey, that is them. That is not how I'm going to react. It is just like adapt, change, move on. So, speaking of aftermath, that is today's little story out of Chicken Soup for the Soul, Think Positive, Live Happy. This one's called Aftermath. There is a great quote here by Henry Ford. I love this quote. It says, "One of the greatest discoveries a man makes, one of his greatest surprises, is to find he can do what he was afraid he couldn't do." So what are you afraid of doing? So I've just been handed a Kong. Somebody wants to play. Yep, there she goes. What are some of the things? And I've told her, thank you, Zephyr. I've lost my train of thought. What are some of the things that you've been afraid to do because you didn't think you could do them? This is what Winning Wednesday is all about. It's about getting out there, going after those dreams and goals that you didn't think that you could accomplish, and accomplish them. At least then you can, and if you don't accomplish that goal or it fails, at least you can say, at least I tried. And that's the biggest thing, is it go after those goals. It doesn't matter whether you win or fail. It's the fact that you got up and you chased them is way better than like about 99% of the population who never give anything a try. So, actually, I don't know if the number's that high, but it sounded good anyway. So here we go, aftermath. The numbers seemed to melt together. I felt the tears coming again. It was lunch period, but here I was standing at the blackboard trying to solve a multiplication problem. Mrs. Harris had said, "You are going to finish that problem if it takes all lunch period." And then I thought I heard her mumble, "You are just dumb." That was third grade. Was that 6? That's what, 8-year-olds? Correct me if I'm wrong. What's third grade? 8-year-olds? I'm still trying to learn these grady things. That was third grade and the beginning of my dislike of math. I did everything possible to avoid it. Even when I worked as a bank teller after graduating from junior college, the computer did the work for me. But then I had a chance to get a 4-year degree. There was only one problem. I had to take a math class in order to get in. Oh, I know that feeling. I had to do that for all my associates, did a math class. Somehow I got an A in it. When I read the course description, excuse me, when I read the course description, I saw that the class involved many mathematical procedures such as percentages, powers, and permutations. I have never heard of permutations. What are those? I shuddered. If I wanted a chance at this dream, I had to face up to my fear, or I could work behind the teller desk forever. The ultimate question was, how badly did I want to go to the university? Was it enough to face not just multiplication, but powers and permutations and all the other concepts I had no experience with? When I decided to brave the class, I learned that it was already full, and it was the only class that would fulfill the math requirement. I would need to talk to the instructor, Mr. Thorpe. I called his office after rehearsing what I would say. Holding the receiver to my ear with a trembling hand and ignoring the stares of customers at the teller windows, I said, "Mr. Thorpe, if you could see me, you would know how much I want to be in your class. I'm on my knees." He agreed to make an exception. My supervisor gave me one morning off a week to attend the class. I got an F on the first test. The second was a D minus. After a week, I decided perhaps it wasn't meant to be. The ultimate humiliation would be to finish the course. But fail the test I had set for myself. I couldn't endure it. I would be confirming what my third grade teacher had mumbled about me. I was dumb. I called Mr. Thorpe the next morning, thanking him for giving me the chance to succeed, but admitting that I had to face it. Math would never be my strength, and it would not be the way into the university. I would find some other way another time. There was silence on the other end of the phone. Then I heard him take a slow, even breath, and he said, "Lee, I don't know if you have noticed, but the class is smaller. There were 257 students enrolled in the course. There are now 64. You can't quit now. You are a survivor." He waited for my response, and I tried to sound unemotional and detached as I said, "I've decided I cannot continue, especially after seeing my grades. I want to thank you for admitting me." There was another long silence. I waited for him to accept my decision and end the conversation. Instead, he continued, "I wasn't going to tell you this, but there is a woman from the university who calls me weekly. She says, 'I have the admittance papers here ready for Lee. How is she doing? Do you think I'll be needing these?'" I closed my eyes. I really didn't want to hear this. He continued, "And I tell her there is no doubt in my mind she has hung on. She is a survivor." The tears flowed down my face. "I wish you hadn't told me that," I managed to say. "Do you still want to leave the class?" he responded, ignoring my last remark. I was quiet, sniffing, feeling backed into a corner. "No," I said softly. "Fine. I'll see you in class on Tuesday." I was stunned. Didn't I just drop out of class? After that, I never thought about the test grades again. I studied every weekend with a friend over coffee and donuts. When it was time to see our grades, I said a prayer before I looked. C+. I had passed. Months later, I found myself walking up the steps to start at university. They seemed to be welcoming me, leading me to the beginning of a new life. An overpowering sense of gratitude brought me to my knees again, and I found myself leaning down to kiss the steps. I didn't even feel my knees on the cement. All around me, I felt eyes on me. I didn't care. I had grabbed my second chance by the tail. Then I got up and rushed off so I wouldn't be late for my first class. Take that, Mrs. Harris. And that was written by Lee Kano. What an awesome story about taking that second chance, even when you're in the face of facing your fears down and you're just wanting to give up. It was taking somebody's words that helped her take that step forward to keep her forward momentum going, that kept her going and not stopping her dead in her tracks. Had she given up at that point, would she have regretted it later in life? Absolutely. Absolutely. So don't let regrets hold you back. Don't let fear hold you back. Get out there, take that next step, move forward, go get your dreams, and make it a winning Wednesday. We'll catch you guys later today. Have a super fantastic, sparkling day. He konera.